Welcome to another exciting episode of Backstage Story Show on BackstageStory.tv. I am Demola Sonyaolu. I'll take these two quotes from two very notable figures or philosophers, as we call them. The first one is from Andrew Carnegie. Andrew Carnegie says, "You cannot push anyone up the ladder unless he is willing to climb." Then I have this one by Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin says, "Well done is better than well said. To do is better than to say." This is the Backstage Story Show on BackstageStory.tv. I have a very special guest today. I call her Madam Spectacular. Other people call her something else. You'll get to meet our guest shortly. Don't go anywhere. This episode promises to be very exciting, informative, and adventurous. I'll be right back after this short break. Backstage Story Show continues shortly.
For an awesome entertainment and adventure,
education erases ignorance.
Information is power.
Always log on www.backstagestory.tv.
Get movie auditions.
Watch and listen to exclusive interviews and movies.
Get useful tips on health and other issues.
I am Patience Idoku.
I am Precious Iwuchukwu.
I am Millicent Aguya in Lagos, Nigeria.
And I am Demola Sonyaolu. Together, we will give you a memorable and wholesome experience to keep you coming back. In collaboration with other global media brands,
Nollywood Broadcasting Service, France.
Nollywood Spotlight, USA.
Soulful Mind Media, USA.
Ojutole and Shoki Shombolo online magazines.
We will take you around the world in a matter of seconds. www.backstagestory.tv.
Entertainment,
education,
information.
Always log on to www.backstagestory.tv.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Lavita Hunter Oche, and I'm an author, realtor, speaker, and success coach from the United States. And I'm so excited. I'm here on the Backstage TV show where you get empowered, inspired, and informed. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, viewers all over the world. Firstly, I need to thank our numerous viewers in diaspora and especially my partners in France, in US, in Germany. France, Nollywood Broadcasting Service; in US, Nollywood Spotlight; in Germany, Afrobeats Germany, in Germany, and so many others. And my very good friends in Nigeria, Ojutole Magazine and Shoki Shombolo. This is Backstage Story Show, and today my guest is a woman. My name for her is Madam Spectacular. Why is she spectacular? She's spectacular in so many ways because she's a woman of virtue, she's a woman of substance, she's a woman with so many facets. She has stamina that can withstand, the stress, stamina that can withstand recession. That's the kind of woman I have with me today. You will get to know who she is. You will get to know why she is spectacular, or why some of us refer to her as Madam Spectacular. Join me to welcome to the studio, or Backstage Story Studio, this special woman of substance, woman of virtue, woman of elegance, woman of fashion, a couture. Join me to welcome Teresa Emwesiri Jibodu. She's going to tell us the meaning of that name because I've been meeting a lot of people that have special names. So, Tessie, she's called Tessie, but she's Teresa, Madam Teresa. Madam Spectacular, nice to have you in the studio today. How are you today?
I'm fine. It's
All right.
nice to be here.
All right. Now, Teresa, let's start from the start. Who exactly are you?
Okay, my name is Teresa Emwesiri Jibodu. Emwesiri actually means God's blessing. So it's Ogene Emwesiri.
Okay.
But so that some people don't break their jaw, so we say Emwesiri. Okay, I'm a fashion designer. I think I should start and stop there for now.
That's what you want to say about yourself?
Yes, I'm a designer.
All right. She is a fashion designer.
Yes.
Now, Tessie, you are the CEO, the coordinator, the originator of Zari's Fashion
And
Style Academy. Okay, Zari's Fashion and Style Academy. Your institute is 5 years, and over that period, you've graduated more than 350 designers into the arena of entrepreneurial skills.
Yes.
How are you able to achieve this?
Okay. First and foremost, I first of all want to thank God. As a Nigerian, we always mention God. So far, I have a background in fashion education, so that's why it's easy for me to do what I do. I've always loved fashion designing. I studied fashion designing, and so far we have been able to do fashion education the way it's supposed to be done. For us, we do fashion education and fashion consultancy. When we say fashion consultancy, we mean we help you build up your business, your fashion business. Anything that has to do with the fashion business, actually, that's what we do. For us, it's strictly professionalism. How is fashion being done? At this side of Nigeria, we always feel it's about sewing. But for me, or for us to say fashion is being done professionally, we should be able to talk about it. Just like engineering has terms and terminologies, fashion also does have all of those things. And a designer is somebody who should be able to create designs. Okay, I have the designs in my mind, I should be able to put it down. Okay. So also teach them how to draw, and how do you make patterns to match with the international fashion industry. Okay, so you leave Zari's, you can still go abroad and do fashion the way it's supposed to be done. So we give you a basic foundation on how fashion should be done internationally. So when we teach you all of these things, we try and build your career. For us, it's customer service as well. Those are one of our visions, and we try as much as possible to make sure.
All right. Before we go into your vision, don't jump the gun. Before we go into your vision and all that, I need to ask you quickly. Growing up, were you the doll person? Because the doll, when I mean doll, playing with dolls and all that, trying to create fashion, would you say anything in your growing up years contributed to your interest in this fashion thing?
Yes. For me, while I was in school, in secondary school, I was the only girl doing fine art actually, among about 16 guys. So that helped me build the foundation that I needed. And while in school, I also made my clothes, even if I didn't make them well. There was just this love for doing something with my hand. And I now channeled it towards making clothes. And that's where the whole thing started from. Right. Yeah, and when I left, I now had to study further in that same thing.
So it means you're gonna agree with me with the school of thought that says that if you make your profession your passion, your profession, then it's easier for you to grow.
Yes.
I think that's what contributes to your resilience now.
Yes.
There's recession, there's a lot of bad things. As a woman, how are you able to weather the storm?
It's not easy though, but because I love what I do, because I have a passion for what I do. If I'm not making money, I still love it. So I'm there when it's nice. I'm there, at least when I started from scratch, I first of all had a ready-to-wear outfit. That's where we made clothes for individual customers. And when I found out that it was no more something that everybody liked, I now closed it down and moved over starting the school. So in any aspect of fashion, I'll be able to, how will I put it? Put myself into it, because it's something I have a passion for. So if I'm not sewing, I'm making patterns. If I'm not making patterns, I'm drawing. So it's all in the fashion world. Yes.
Don't go anywhere. Backstage Story Show continues shortly. I'm still with Tessie Agri Jibodu. That's what we call her. Tessie Jibodu. Tessie Emesiri Jibodu. Teresa Jibodu. Ni Agri.
Yes.
All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back shortly. Backstage Story Show continues in a moment.
Olu Jacobs. I am on the Backstage Story Show with Demola.
For for an awesome entertainment and adventure.
Education erases ignorance.
Information is power.
Always log on www.backstagestory.tv.
Get movie auditions.
Watch and listen to exclusive interviews and movies.
Get useful tips on health and other issues.
I am Patience Idoku.
I am Precious Iwuchukwu.
I am Millicent Aguya in Lagos, Nigeria.
And I am Demola Sonyaolu. Together, we will give you a memorable and wholesome experience to keep you coming back in collaboration with other global media brands.
Nollywood Broadcasting Service, France.
Nollywood Spotlight, USA.
Soulful Mind Media, USA.
Ojutole and Shoki Shombolo online magazines.
We will take you around the world in a matter of seconds. www.backstagestory.tv.
Entertainment,
Education,
Information.
always log on to www.backstagestory.tv.
Hi, I'm Tobore Overe. Keep watching Backstage Story TV.
Thank you for staying tuned. This is still the Backstage Story Show, and we thank you so much for your followership, for the mails. We get the mails and we get all your questions. We are trying to improve and upgrade and make sure that we reach you in any part of the world. My guest is still here, Theresa Emwesiri Jibodu, the Madam Spectacular. Now, Terzi, the industry. You are competing with male folks too that do this kind of business. Have you had the issue of male chauvinism while trying to build your brand?
Okay, for my kind of brand, that is what I do, fashion education. We don't have a lot of people doing it. What we have is a lot of people making clothes. We don't have a lot of people that have schools. The few people that I know that have schools are male actually, and I don't think I have a problem with them.
Okay.
Yeah. When you're branded in what you do, you don't actually have issues with. Yeah. Yes.
All right. Tessie Agrejibodu is currently she is the National Secretary of the Fashion Designers Association of Nigeria.
Yes.
Did you compete for that?
Okay. I'll say over time, I'd been a FADAN member ever since I was in school. I actually went to Yaba College of Technology. And when you finish from school, or while you are in school, you have to be a member of that association. So I've been a member of that association for about 20 years. And I'll say I grew with the association. Okay. So coming on as the National Secretary was something that is like I'd worked for it for me to get to that stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is still the Backstage Story Show. Let's take a few clips of what Zaris Fashion actually looks like. I need you to see what the institute looks like, so that if you want to attend or be a student with Teresa, with Zaris Fashion Academy, then you should know what you're going in for. They've got a lot of facility. They've got everything that will make you a spectacular fashionista. Don't go anywhere. This is still the Backstage Story Show. We'll be right back. Take a few clips from Zaris Fashion and we'll continue shortly.
For an awesome entertainment and adventure.
Education erases ignorance.
Information is power.
Always log on www.backstagestory.tv.
Get movie auditions.
Watch and listen to exclusive interviews and movies.
Get useful tips on health and other issues.
I am Patience Idoku.
I am Precious Iwuchukwu.
I am Millicent Aguye in Lagos, Nigeria.
And I am Demola Sonyaolu. Together, we will give you a memorable and wholesome experience to keep you coming back. In collaboration with other global media brands,
Nollywood Broadcasting Service, France.
Nollywood Spotlight, USA.
Soulful Mind Media, USA.
Ojutole and Shoki Shombolo online magazines.
We will take you around the world in a matter of seconds. www.backstagestory.tv.
Entertainment,
Education,
Information.
always log on to www.backstagestory.tv.
Hello everyone, my name is Tessie Jibodu. I'm the CEO of Zaris Fashion and Style Academy. Keep watching Backstage Story TV.
Yeah, that's Zaris Fashion. That's what you are going to enjoy or encounter or witness, that's the experience you're going to have. They have well-equipped students, classroom and facilities and everything that will make sure that you become a designer of note. Teresa is still with me in the studio. Tessie, you were with Kese Jabari. What was your experience like when you were with Kese Jabari?
Yeah, it was a learning experience at that time because I just finished my national NYSC, so I was doing my 1-year service with him. It was more of the job I had there was quality control, so I had to make sure all the clothes that came out of the factory were of standard, so that when customers come, we don't have issues with them. Yeah, that was, and it was a male business actually. Okay. What that means is they only make male clothes. So, and we had to go through the process and making sure that everything came out well. Okay. Yeah, that's what
so your encounter with Kese Jabari actually contributed to making your own brand too, in terms of quality, making it very standard.
Yeah, that also helped to build that, yes.
Now, Tessie, you're also on the board of Bricks and Mortar. Yeah. Bricks and Mortar, who are they? Why are you on the board?
Okay, Bricks and Mortar is a estate business. Actually, we are into property. Okay. So we sell property, houses, land. Basically, that's what we do. So I just.
So how do you the nature of your job? This training, fashion training, is quite Herculean.
Yeah.
How do you balance between the home front? We've discussed several. I know you're a very good mother. You can cook very well. So how do you balance between the home front and your career?
Yes, for every woman, I think it's important that you put everything in place. You try and have like a timetable of how you do things, and if you have that, it's easy to juggle everything together. Because as a woman, you're a multi-tasked person. you always have to be here. You have to attend to the kids, husband. So you don't have a choice really. I think women have been made or built in that way, so it's easier for them to juggle all of it. Yeah. Women have been built in that way. Yeah, most women, because I've seen cases that women have more than 100 hands and they can do everything at the same time. It's just
it's a lot of work.
Yes.
All right, I've been speaking with Teresa Emesiri Jibodu. She's got entrepreneurial prowess. You can say that again. Now, some of your students. Do you have any of your students that have graduated to also start a fashion institute?
Okay. Out of about the 325 students, we've had a lot of them go and start up their businesses. We have a lot of them that have made prominent impact in the fashion industry. And while we graduate them, we also make sure they register as FADA members. So that helps them build their careers. For academy, it's not really easy for you to open an academy if you are not grounded in fashion. What I mean grounded is studying fashion, you have the basics for it, so that in case issues come around, you can always attend to them. So for the academy, it's not something you just jump in, it's something you have to get to as you move along.
In phases.
Yeah.
Like a metamorphosis.
Exactly. You have to get to this one to move to the next one before you can now decide, okay, I want to open an academy. It seems to be like the last resort in the chain.
Okay.
Where you have done every other thing, and that's now what you now have to do as a final thing to impact knowledge. Yeah.
All right. Now, would you say that because 5 years isn't easy,
Yeah.
and I'm sure it wasn't just 5 years. You just had to say 5 years. There were metamorphoses before that.
Stages.
Before you started that 5 years. Before you said, okay, let me put this thing in proper perspective now.
Yes.
Was there any point in time? Be sincere. Was there any point in time that you nearly almost about to give up and say, okay, let me look for a 9 to 5 job?
Actually, for me, I've never had a time where I wanted to give up because I have a passion for what I do. And maybe there will be low times. Probably, okay, I expected to do something and it didn't come to pass. So I'll feel bad, but not dropping, not stopping. Yes.
So what's your main source of motivation?
Passion.
Passion.
Yes. Passion. Passion for fashion.
Passion for fashion. That's a nice punchline. Passion for fashion. So Teresa Jibodu is here with me. She's the CEO, founder, originator, initiator of Zaris Fashion and Style Academy. Zaris Fashion and Style Academy is located where?
We have our office on Sentage Plaza, 2nd floor, Allen Avenue, Ikeja.
Okay.
14 Allen Avenue, Ikeja.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, all the contact details of Teresa will be on the screen. I will display the phone number, the address, Zaris Fashion Academy, the address. I'm telling you, it's a place to be. Let's take a few clips of some of the designs from Zaris Fashion Academy, and we'll continue after this short break. Don't go anywhere. This is still the Backstage Story show on BackstageStory.tv. I am Demola Sonyolu. Be right back shortly.
My name is Kedra L. Curry, and I'm the CEO of Sophamize Media. And when I want the hottest news, information, or as we call it here in the U.S. and the beautiful sunshine state of Florida, spilling the tea, we get the tea from Backstage Story, baby. The hottest and up-and-coming movies coming straight out of Nollywood. And not just Nollywood, the UK. It's an international thing. Sexy and beautiful? Tune into Backstage Story, and you'll feel like you're right there in Lagos. No wahalas. And here from the U.S., we love you, Niger. And we definitely love our Backstage Story. So tune in with us and find out what's hot.
Thank you, and I hope you've seen those very spectacular designs from Madam Spectacular herself, Teresa. What's your advice? Young ladies of nowadays don't seem to want to, do anything. They want it easygoing. They just want guys to give them money. You, as a woman, what is your advice to the younger female folks?
And for us in fashion, it's not only female folks. We also have male. And my advice to them is, they feel fashion is for glamour. Everybody's coming into it probably because they want to make money out of it. The starting stage is always very difficult, and when you start, you want to leave. My advice for them is to be persistent in what they do. They should be very persistent. They should have that passion. They should try and build it. They shouldn't be here because of glamour, because I want to be like a big designer, probably Diola Sego. Okay. I'm sure she didn't. She went through a lot to get to where she is today. And for them to be persistent really is very important. That passion, how do you build it? How do you get it? It doesn't start in a day. I've been in fashion for about 25 years, so it's something I've built over. So it's not something you just get to and you feel, yeah, I've arrived.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you have said it's because of your passion. That's why you're in it. That's good. But you must have had challenges. What were some of the challenges you had that a normal person would have, if not for passion, if it's for money, they would give up? What are some of those challenges that you have had personally that you know that if a normal person that doesn't have passion for this job should encounter, they would just give up?
Okay. While I was making clothes, the first thing is it's very difficult to deal with customers. The first thing you should have is patience. You come across some people, because you are making their clothes, you don't have a say in any decision. So they feel, or rather, fashion is for people who are dropouts, people who have not gone to school. Okay. So because of that, they want to now talk to you as if you are nobody. That if you don't have that persistence, you might just feel, I close it up and I do something else. You have to learn to be patient, especially with female customers. It's very difficult to make female clothes. And for us that have fashion school, since we are rendering services, it's more difficult. It's difficult to get students. Okay, so how do you get students from, you've done all of the adverts that you want to do and you still have not had students in your school? Some people will close up and start to maybe make clothes or sell fabrics. But because I believe, or I know what I do, okay, because I have passion and I really am grounded in this, I just felt, because when we started the course, we had only 5 students at the first year. 5? Oops. Okay, so that 5 students were, okay, how do you have 5 students? You've paid for a space, you have all your equipment, you spent about 3 million, and you don't have anybody. So at the end of the day, you change the business plan. You get it? So that first year was difficult, but because we believed, and when we graduated the students, more of the students that we have now are from referrals, because we have been able to stand with our vision, our mission, and stick to it, even if it's difficult, because the country is very difficult right now, but still pushing it. So if at this stage we say, and for a business to actually survive in Nigeria, if you've gotten to 5 years, I think you've tried. Yeah, so storming the weather, money, rent.
Wow. Wow.
It's difficult. Yes.
This is the Backstage Story Show. Teresa has been a very wonderful guest. We are not done yet. I still need you to have a short clip. Zari's Fashion and Style Academy. We'll be right back. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that. Zari's Fashion and Style Academy is not a clothing line. It's an institute where you go train to become an entrepreneur, a designer, a professional fashion designer. Not a tailor, not a street tailor.
No.
It is a professional fashion designer. That's what Zari's trains you to be. They are at Centage Plaza on the Allen Avenue. The numbers and the address is scrolling right now. You can call Teresa, or somebody will be on the line to pick your call. Just call once you get this, and then the email address, Facebook account, everything, the website, everything will scroll on the screen. You can actually reach Teresa. Teresa, the country is not in a very good mood right now. Did you have challenges about support from your parents? Was there any kind of animosity towards you want you to become a doctor? Why are you going for fashion and all that? Did you have that kind of challenge?
I didn't have any of those kind of challenges because very early in life, my path had already been set. What I wanted to do, so I got the support of my parents, my family. They've been very supportive. Making sure the business has a structure. Yes, so and I think that's one thing that lacks in a lot of businesses, building the structure so that while the tides come, you can still withstand it. Yeah, so I've really had support. Yeah.
All right. Now, what's the mission and vision of the Zaris Fashion Academy?
Okay, for us, we have a vision that every creative Nigerian or young designer, young creative mind will get quality fashion education, making sure that we put that idea of fashion into them. For us, it is important because when you have learned something and you want to impact it, you must understand that it is not easy to impact knowledge. So it is, we want to give qualitative qualitative fashion training, and we also do business entrepreneurship. We also partner with Faith Foundation, so they come and do some little trainings on business entrepreneurship. For us, it is more of enhancing the creative mind, the young Nigerian. Yeah.
All right, enhancing the creative mind, making your mind sharper. Yes. Iron sharpened iron. So what Zaris Fashion and Style Academy will do for you is to sharpen your fashion instinct so that you can come out and develop very good designs. They don't do it. They train you to become very good designers. Zaris Fashion and Style Academy. Teresa, nice to have you on this show.
My name is Tunde Kelani TK. Right now I'm on the Backstage Story show with Demola.
Now, the anniversary itself, you're celebrating 5 years.
Yes.
5 years, what's going to be the program of events?
Okay, Zaris is going to be 5 by October 11 to be precise. And we are, because we have always celebrated our graduations, making noise about it, we felt that this year we wanted to give back to the society. So what are we doing? We are giving scholarships and grants to our alumni that have finished and those people that wished to study fashion and couldn't afford it. So we are giving scholarships to well-meaning Nigerians, young designers who have that flair, and we are giving grants to the alumni, that is those that have finished from the school. Okay, so they need support in how to start their business, so we'll be giving grants, and we'll also be doing, then we'll also have a walk that we're going to be going to the corrective home at Oregun, where we'll go teach them.
It's going to be like an exercise.
Yes, in the morning. That's like, it's a 2-day event actually. The 30th, we are going to have a walk to Oregun, where we'll be talking to the Department of Fashion there, and trying to help them with their ideas, build them, teach them how to do 1 or 2 things, talk to them about some few things, give them some things, present some gifts to them. And the work is going to be strictly with the alumni of the school and friends and family, so everybody is invited. Okay. Then on the 1st we'll have the issuing of the certificates, because for this year
on the
1st of October.
Okay.
Yeah.
The event itself is on the 11th.
Yes, but we didn't do 11th. Okay. We had to shift it. No, I mean the anniversary itself was supposed to be on the 11th of October.
Okay.
Yeah, but we had to push it forward.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So on the 1st, we are going to have issuing of certificates. We'll also be giving to graduates, because this year we'll be having about 90 students graduate. Then we're giving certificates. We'll also give scholarships to those people that have met our criteria. We'll also give grants. Then we also have a little bit of exhibition. Yes, the alumni of the school who are selling, who have started to do their business. We also sell their wares. But actually, everything is handled by the school. The school is just trying to give back, like a CSR. Give back to the society, give back to our alumni that have been with us since we started the school. Just giving back to them, actually, yeah. We're trying to do that from our own purse.
That's serious. That's actually a very good CSR from that kind of industry. That industry, there are not too many people that have fashion institutes. And for you to come up with that kind of initiative is quite commendable. Thank you so much, Teresa. Now, what's your advice for people that have interest in fashion? Would you say your training is expensive or inexpensive?
I would say is not expensive, because for the quality and how would I put it? For what you get out of the training, the content is going to be, you are getting it for virtually nothing, compared to fashion schools that I know that are very expensive. So I think it's a reasonable price, and we have different classes. We have basic. In case you can't pay for the general class, you do only basic first. Then you come back, you can do the advanced. We have fashion photography, we have fashion modeling, we have different courses that you could just pick and say, okay, I don't have the money for the full class. I can just do the singular courses, tailoring, you can just decide. But it's a school that accommodates everybody that wants to do fashion. In different stages. Yes.
All right, this is the Backstage Story Show. My guest has been Teresa Enwesiri Jibodu, also known as Tessie Agri. She's called Madam Spectacular. She has been on the show with me. She has talked about Zari's Fashion Academy and how she started. It's not a bed of roses, but she has been able to surmount all the challenges. A woman of substance, a woman of virtue, a woman of resilience. Timber and caliber, some people will call it. Teresa, thank you so much. What's your sign-off note for upcoming and people interested in fashion, but who are just thinking, oh, I can't do it?
Yeah. If you have a passion to do fashion education or fashion designing in any part, I want to tell you that it's not easy to start it. I call myself a doctor sometimes because I deal with the outside body. So I'll tell you, the passion is what takes you that far, and this is just the beginning. Really, it wasn't that easy for me to get to where I am today, but it was just there, just something I wanted to do, and you keep doing it consistently. Be very consistent about what you do and what you love, and I believe that you get to your dream position.
All right, be consistent with what you love, be passionate about it, and be consistent. My guest today has been Teresa Enwesiri Jibodu. She is the CEO of Zari's Fashion and Style Academy, where they get to sharpen your skills in fashion and make you a renowned entrepreneur in fashion couture. She is also the National Secretary of the Fashion Designers Association of Nigeria, FADON, and she's got quite an enormous resume. She has been my guest on the show today. And on that note, we've come to the end of the Backstage Story show on BackstageStory.tv. Until I meet you again on the next exciting episode, you can reach me on my email, producer@BackstageStory.tv. You can also send your messages on WhatsApp, the WhatsApp number, the email address, everything is scrolling right now on the screen. And then you can join our YouTube channel to watch other exciting programs, and you can visit our website. In fact, you can actually subscribe to the website so that when we have any new information or any new posting, you get to be notified via mail. So you can actually subscribe to our website and get notified first, be the first to know that we have a new program or we have a new topic on the website, www.backstagestory.tv. Until I meet you again on the next exciting and hilarious, educative, informative, and entertaining episode of the Backstage Story Show, I am Demola Sanyaolu, and I'm saying, do well, keep well, and stay atop your game. Bye for now.